What's going on, YouTube? I told a mate of mine that I would do that for him at the beginning of a video, and now I've done it, so you can get off my back about it, mate. But yes, I am yours again with the Masterbucks, or should I say, hey guys, how's it going? The Masterbucks here. That's what I've changed my intro to anyway. Guys, I'm going to be starting career mode finally. Good on us, or good on me at least. But yeah, guys, obviously I said that I'd do a career mode like a month ago, maybe. It's been a very long time since I said, yeah, I'm going to do a career mode, and then 2 months later I'm finally doing career mode. A lot's changed, a lot's come up, so it's taken me a very long time, but now I'm finally getting to do career mode, and I'm actually really happy about it because career mode, as I might have said before, or as I have said before in a couple of my videos, leave a message, the most recent, that this is my favourite game mode in the entire game, and that includes online. Offline, this is my favourite, and even online included. Love career mode. It's the first thing I do really when I get a new FIFA game. And pretty much because my team is Newcastle, this is normally the team which I do play as, and today it is Newcastle. So, of course we're going to get on it. I'll really quickly just put this joke in. I'm going to be using Legendary, of course, because even though it's a complete bitch, I'm going to still do it. Instead of 6, I might go to 5. And for currency, dollars, because, you know, I live in Australia, we use dollars. I live in I live in a normal part of the world. Who the fuck uses sterling? What is sterling? Okay, what is sterling? So yeah, can I just have a chocolate bar? Yeah, sure, there'll be 5 sterlings. Okay, I don't get that. That's just from where I live. In euros, don't even get me started on the euros. It's funny because $20 million in this game can buy me one of the best players in the world. 20 million euros can't buy me a coffee. It's just, okay. Well, I could literally spend this whole 10-15 minutes, however long I decide to make these videos, just on Euro jokes, but because that's not how that's because we got to get this thing on the roll. I've been on this screen for about 2 minutes anyway. Yes, 2 minutes. It's disgraceful. Anyway, so of course, I'll just go ahead and name my thing. While I'm doing this, I'll really quickly mention, if you are new to my channel, or if you have only been watching, or if you've been watching for a while, one champion, good on you, and as well, okay, and as well as that, I'll let you know, I am quite possibly, I might make this pro, only because we get more money with it, and it's a little less easier to get fired, or a little harder to get fired. That and more money means it's just the better quality of the career mode, honestly. But yeah, I am one of the worst, 9 million, alright, and they want me to qualify for the Euro League. No, it should be fine. This means you got to finish, what, 6th, or I don't know how it works, but really. 8? No, 6th. Well, hopefully we'll do better than that. I'm hoping to get in the Champions League. That's one more thing as well. I don't know if I'm going to have this season running for more than one career mode. What am I trying to say? I don't know if I'm going to have this career mode series run for just one season at a time, and then we move on to the next team. Or I think what I might do, I'll do every team which I do 2 seasons of, and then we'll move on to the next one. And then, I don't know, I'll let you guys pick what team you want me to be. It doesn't matter. But, yeah, anyway, so Newcastle United, they're my team. Oh, and getting back to the point I said before, I am quite possibly one of the worst live commentators of all time. So, if at any point in this video, okay, Genoa and Sevilla, and I'm a lot like Ross Noble. If you are familiar with Ross Noble, it's like I'm telling a joke, and then halfway through the joke, I just completely change the subject, just on the spot. I do that quite a lot in live commentaries, only because I just got to keep filling my head with topics to keep talking about shit, or else I'm just going to have 6 hours of dead space for you, and that's not what we want. But anyway, yeah, one of the world's worst live commentators. I'm perfectly fine with that. Hopefully doing this career mode I'll get a little bit better. You should know, if you've watched any of my, what am I trying to say, if you watched my Perfect Run to Division 1, that I'm not great, and I just I tried not to even acknowledge the camera at a point, because I was actually struggling. But okay, anyway, we've gotten that out of the way, so let's just move on and have a look at what we've got here. Of course, my team, Krul's pretty good. Simpson, yeah, he's okay. I might want to get rid of him. Williamson, obviously, we've got some players down here, which, obviously in substitutes and reserves, we've got players which we can swap over for a lot of the players in here. Colaccini's going to stay. Santon's going to stay, because even though he's only 75, and you could probably look to replace him, he gets ridiculously good. He gets to about 87, maybe, and, like, what else? Yeah, 80s. He can grow really, really well. I mean, it varies. Sometimes players that can go from 75 to 87 can do it in sometimes when you start a career mode they will do it, and other times they won't. They'll maybe only get to about 80, maybe even less than that. I mean, it really just depends kind of on a lot of stuff, but I guess it doesn't really matter. But Santon stays. Ben Arfa, literally one of, if not my favourite player besides Cisse. Not in this game though. In real life, obviously, Cisse my favourite player. Ben Arfa second in real life, but first in the game because, as you can see, he is 5-star skills, pretty good. Maybe not as quick as, maybe he's not that quick, obviously, but he's still got dark green for pace, which is always good. And the 5-star skills, of course. Flair is one of my favourite players. Johan Kabaya, now this guy is just unbelievable because even though his sprint speed doesn't really match his acceleration, which is considerably slower, this guy, I'm going to go ahead and say it, maybe apart from one or two other players which are just, extremely, extremely good, this guy is literally the most balanced and the most, I don't know how to put it, but he's just the most consistent player when it comes to his stats in the entire game. He is so balanced with his stats. Look, you got all yellow, dark green. Oh, it's a bit of orange there. Crap. Okay, attacking positioning. Maybe he's not great for that, but yellow and green, and then look at this. Wait a sec. And then look at this. He's just got yellow and dark green attacking position. Bastard. I think they changed that. That's too bad. Oh well, 65, but you know what I mean. Apart from that one little orange, his entire, you know what I'm trying to say, his entire, it's just yellow and dark green. He's so consistent. And then we've got, of course, Tioto. He's got amazing stamina. He's got really good stamina, which is awesome for me, personally, because I am, of course, doing a career mode. So stamina is very important. Gutierrez, of course, he's got pretty good stamina. And then just kind of meh sort of stats, but he's alright. What's his 3 stars? Okay. 27. Might look to replace... Oh, I'm going to be doing quite a lot with the lineup anyway. Now we finally reach this guy because I know you want to know a lot about him. Obviously, he is my pro. And J-Bucks, I know he's the name of my pro and my career mode manager, but deal with it. But anyway... he's okay. He's got really good physical attributes. Of course, he's a bit like Kabaya. He's like green and yellow. But this is what I really like. His defense is terrible because I didn't even work on it. But look at like stuff like that. His finishing's amazing. Dribbling's pretty good. Ball control in the 80s in duck and all that stuff. And I'm always pulling down on the wrong analog stick. But anyway, that's what she said. Volleys 89, shot power 89. It's just penalty. Yeah. All that stuff. He's a great finisher, and that's, of course, the reason I'm going to have him up. Cisse is not amazing in the game. He's still pretty good, obviously, don't get me wrong, but he's not as amazing as he is in real life as he is in the game, which I'm hoping they'll change. Honestly, I think this guy is even better than him in the game, which is probably why Bar's going to get more of a run than Cisse. He's actually quicker, though. He just has a little less acceleration. Let's see, who else? Not a lot of other people here. This guy's got amazing free kick stats. There we go. 86, 85 curve. His shot power's like 83. He's really good. It's a shame we'll have Santon in there though. Steven Taylor, I'm just going to go ahead right now and just swap him for Williamson and probably swap. I'll skip after I've gone through all the rest of the players. Couple of the guys in here, not... Okay. Now this is one guy that I did want to pull your attention to really quickly. His name is Santiago Munez. Now this guy, I really only got him a couple of this guy a couple of weeks ago. Oh, not a couple of weeks ago, but he just, some random dude like Glenn Toy or someone, whatever his name is, just called me up in the middle of the night, right, get this. And he pretty much just says, oh look, there's this amazing Mexican kid in Los Angeles. And it was 3 a.m. in the morning and I just didn't even give a fuck. So I just told him, like, if you just fly him over, really, we'll have a look at him. And then when he actually did, I didn't even know if he was just screwing with me, but he actually flew the kid over, and he was like, it was raining, it was crap, it was terrible, and then then Glenn Toy comes to me and he's crying, and I'm like, okay, I'll give him a 1 month trial, but obviously he's gotten better, really, he has. And then of course there's Gavin Harris, what are you doing in the reserves? Let me just sort this out. Gutierrez, there we go. Okay, I don't know what Gavin Harris was doing in there, but anyway. So Gavin Harris, of course, we got him kind of halfway. We got him pretty recently as well. He's just coming into he came into the season last year, and he's a little bit of an inconsistent player. He has a couple of off-field antics which kind of make my job a lot harder. But anyway, as for this Santiago Munez kid, he's good, but I don't think he's where we need him at right now. I'm going to give him a bit more time to develop. Maybe we'll give him a run at some point in the game, but that remains to be seen. He might be terrible, he might be amazing. you know, it really doesn't matter. But apart from that, guys, yeah. So I have spent about 10 minutes talking about my team, which is unbelievable. I haven't even made a change yet, apart from this bloke. But yeah, I'm gonna make a change now. So if you'll just, I'll finish up my formation, finish up my starting 11 and my subs. So just give me a minute. Welcome back. Okay, now we have our team. Of course, not a lot of changes apart from the formation, which is, of course, pretty much the same formation with, again, if you watch my race, what am I trying to say? Perfect Run to Division 1, there we go. If you'd followed it, it's the same formation that I did with the two right attacking midfielders. I might change that to centre midfielders, but yeah, I'll do that later. But anyway, Ben Arthur, of course, he's a right winger. We got, of course, he's an amazing finisher. J-Bucks, my pro. We'll get him in, and that of course means that we have got Bar and Cisse on the bench. I might actually sell one of them, and I know as a Newcastle fan I would never even imagine doing that, but because of my pro, I mean, I guess I can afford to lose at least one of them. And we have got a shite ton of players that I will never use ever, and I'll just sell all of them just because they're pretty much a bunch of young kids that are never going to get to a point which, in the game at least, that I would ever use them. Gavin Harris, of course, he's on the wing. Hopefully he'll get out of his little rut that he's been in recently, and hopefully he'll really get going. Of course, we got Cabaye, Guthrie. I might replace I will replace Guthrie, definitely. Tiote, he's great. Cabaye is really good. Santon, he's in there. Colaccini, my best centre back. I might replace Taylor. I've got someone in mind, and I'll probably replace Simpson as well. Krul can probably stay, even though he's only 78, but he does get up to a good point. So yeah, I might just, yeah, okay.